encouraging different rotations at the hip during a split squat, different loading strategies to target the opposing hip rotation, the mechanics of a split squat. At the top of a split squat, we are going to bias more external rotation at the hip, where at the bottom of the split squat, we are going to bias more internal rotation at the hip. And as we push back to the top position, we will come back to external rotation at the hip. How loading the different sides can influence change. When using different loading strategies, such as one dumbbell in different hands, can be helpful in influencing the person to start in external rotation or internal rotation of the hip at the top of the split squat. If we want to influence more external rotation and less internal rotation, we load the side that is going to influence this. Or if we want to influence more internal rotation and less external rotation, then we load the opposite side. So how do we achieve this? A split squat on the contralateral side is the opposite arm to the loaded leg. This helps move the center of mass to the heels of the loaded leg, biasing external rotation at the hip at the top of the split squat and mainly targeting the glutes and hamstrings. A split squat on the ipsilateral side is the same arm and loaded leg. This helps move the center of mass to the midfoot of the loaded leg, biasing more internal rotation at the hip at the top of the split squat and mainly targeting the quads and adductors. So in the end, if you want to bias more external rotation, then we load the opposite side of the loaded leg as we finish in less internal rotation at the bottom, where on the opposite hand, if we want to bias more internal rotation and less external rotation, we then add the load to the same side as the loaded leg.